And Abraham took another wife, and her name was Keturah. And she bore him Zimran, and Jokshan, and Medan, and Midian, and Ishbak, and Shua. And Jokshan begat Sheba and Dedan, and the sons of Dedan were the Ashurim, and Letushim, and the Leliumim. And the sons of Midian were Ephah, and Epher, and Enoch, and Ibdah, and Eldah. All these were the sons of Keturah. And Abraham gave everything he had to Isaac. And to the sons of Abraham's concubines, Abraham gave gifts while he was still alive, and sent them away from Isaac his son eastward to the land of the east. And these are the days of the life of Abraham which he lived, 175 years. And Abraham breathed his last, and died at a ripe old age, old and sated with years. And he was gathered to his kinfolk. And Isaac and Ishmael his sons buried him in the Machpelah cave in the field of Ephron, son of Zohar the Hittite, which faces Mamre, the field that Abraham had bought from the Hittites. There was Abraham buried, and Sarah his wife. And it happened after Abraham's death that God blessed Isaac his son, and Isaac settled near Beer Lahai Roi. And this is the lineage of Ishmael, son of Abraham, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's slave girl, bore to Abraham. And these are the names of the sons of Ishmael according to their lineage: Nebaioth, the firstborn of Ishmael, and Kedar, and Adbeel, and Midsam, and Mishma, and Duma, and Massa, and Hadad, and Tema, and Jator, and Naphish, and Kedma. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names in their habitations and their encampments, 12 chieftains according to their tribes. And these are the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years. And he breathed his last and died, and he was gathered to his kinsfolk. And they ranged from Havilah to Shur, which faces Egypt, until you come to Ashur. In despite of all his kin he went down. And this is the lineage of Isaac, son of Abraham. Abraham begot Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took as wife Rebekah, daughter of Bethuel the Aramean, from Padam Aram, sister of Laban the Aramean. And Isaac pleaded with the name on behalf of his wife, for she was barren, and the name granted his plea. And Rebekah his wife conceived, and the children clashed together within her. And she said, "Then why not me?" And she went to inquire of the name. And the name said to her, "2 nations in your womb, 2 peoples from your loins shall issue. People over people shall prevail, the elder the younger slave." And when her time was come to give birth, look, there were twins in her womb, and the first one came out ruddy, like a hairy mantle all over, and they called his name Esau. Then his brother came out, his hand grasping Esau's heel, and they called his name Jacob. And Isaac was 60 years old when they were born. And the lads grew up, and Esau was a man skilled in hunting, a man of the field, and Jacob was a simple man, a dweller in tents. And Isaac loved Esau for the game that he brought him, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob prepared a stew, and Esau came from the field, and he was famished. And Esau said to Jacob, "Let me gulp down some of this red stuff, for I am famished." Therefore is his name called Edom. And Jacob said, "Sell now your birthright to me." And Esau said, "Look, I am at the point of death. So why do I need a birthright? And Jacob said, Swear to me now. And he swore to him, and he sold his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and lentil stew, and he ate, and he drank, and he rose, and he went off, and Esau spurned the birthright. Then again Abraham took a wife, and her name was Keturah, and she bare him Zimran, and Jokshan, and Medan, and Midian, and Ishbak, and Shua. And Jokshan begat Sheba and Dedan, and the sons of Dedan were Ashurim, and Letushim, and Leamim. And the sons of Midian, Ephah, and Epher, and Hanak, and Abidah, and Eldah. All these were the children of Keturah. And Abraham gave all that he had unto Isaac. But until the sons of the concubines which Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts and sent them away from Isaac his son, while he yet lived, eastward unto the east country. And these are the days of the years of Abraham's life which he lived, and 180 years. Then Abraham gave up the ghost, and died in a good old age, an old man, and full of years, and was gathered to his people. And his sons Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron, the son of Zohar the Hittite, which is before Mamre, the field which Abraham purchased of the sons of Heth. There was Abraham buried, and Sarah his wife. And it came to pass after the death of Abraham that God blessed his son Isaac, and Isaac dwelt by the well La-ha-roi. Now these are the generations of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's handmaid, bare unto Abraham. And these are the names of the sons of Ishmael, by their names according to their generations. The firstborn of Ishmael, Joth, and Kedar, and Adbeel, and Mibsam, and Mishma, and Duma, and Massah, Hadar, and Tema, Jetor, Naphish, and Kedemah. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names, by their towns, and by their castles, 12 princes according to their nations. And these are the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years, and he gave up the ghost and died, and was gathered unto his people. And they dwelt from Havilah unto Shur. This is before Egypt, as thou goest toward Assyria. And he died in the presence of all his brethren. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian, and Pandaaramah, the sister of Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the name for his wife, because she was barren, and the name was entreated to him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the name. And the name said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manners of people will be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sawed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, Sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, Swear to me this day. And he sware unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.